All right, future master plumbers, let's get you ready for those board exams. Welcome to our review session here at JCB EduBuild. We're going to dive straight into some key questions from past exams to get you sharp, focused, and totally prepared for the real thing.
Hello, reviewees and JCB viewers, and welcome back to JCB EduBuild Solutions. In this session, we're going to tackle some questions straight from past board examinations. So listen up, try to answer first. I'll give you about 5 seconds, and then we'll reveal the correct answer and talk about it. Let's do this.
Okay, so here's our game plan for today. We split this review into 3 parts to make it easier to digest. We'll start with the basics, core plumbing vocabulary. Then we'll jump into fixtures and receptacles, and we'll finish up with the really important stuff, codes and measurements. Breaking it down like this should really help it all sink in.
All right, first up, core plumbing vocabulary. Let's see how you do with the fundamental language of the trade. Get ready for some quick definitions. Here we go. Okay, first question's up. IPS means what? Is it A, internal pipe size, B, International Plumbing Society, C, International Piping System, or D, iron pipe size? You've got 5 seconds. Time's up. The correct answer is D, iron pipe size. So here's the thing you got to remember about IPS. It's what we call a nominal size. It's based on old historical dimensions, so it's not actually the exact inside diameter of the pipe anymore. Definitely a key term you need to know.
All right, let's keep it rolling. What does ISO stand for? Is it A, International Standards Organization, B, International Organization for Standardization, C, Independent Sewerage Office, or D, International System Order?
And the answer is B, International Organization for Standardization. You know, this is a classic trick question because of the word order. It's so easy to mix up. Just remember, in the full name, organization comes before standardization, even though the acronym flips it to ISO. Got it?
Okay, here's the next one. What do you call the discharge from a fixture that doesn't contain any fecal matter? Your options are A, wastewater, B, solid waste, C, liquid waste, or D, waterborne waste.
The correct answer here is C, liquid waste. And this is a super important distinction to make. Liquid waste is specifically for stuff that doesn't have fecal matter, like from a sink or a shower. The second you add fecal matter, bam, it becomes sewage. Big difference.
Okay, a bit of a mouthful with this definition, so listen close. The unobstructed vertical distance through the free atmosphere between the lowest opening of the pipe to the flood level rim of the receptor. What is that? A, air brake, B, air gap drainage, C, indirect waste, or D, air gap water distribution? And the answer is D, air gap water distribution. You guys, this is a huge safety concept. That physical gap of air is basically the best way to stop backflow. It makes it impossible for dirty water to get siphoned back into your clean water. That's why it's so important.
All right, last one for this section. What's the term for the extended portion of a pipe that is closed at one end to which no connections are made, thus permitting the stagnation of liquid or air intake? Is it A, cleanout, B, branch, C, dead end, or D, air chamber?
That's right, it's C, dead end. The name pretty much says it all, right? It's a pipe that literally goes nowhere. And we try to avoid these in modern plumbing because that stagnant water just sitting there, it's a perfect breeding ground for nasty bacteria, a real health hazard. Awesome job on that vocabulary section. You guys are doing great. Now let's switch gears from the words to the actual hardware. Section 2 is all about fixtures and receptacles.
Okay, first one for this section. What do you call a water closet consisting of a continuous trough containing water? Is that A, privy, B, cesspool, C, latrine, or D, seepage pit?
And the correct answer is C, latrine. You'll typically find these in places like army camps or maybe big outdoor events. The key phrase to lock in here is continuous trough. That's what really defines it.
All right, next up. What's the name for a pipe flange that is not drilled for bolt holes? Your choices are A, blind flange, B, bolt flange, C, closet flange, or D, blank flange.
The answer is A, blind flange. So a blind flange is basically just a solid plate. You use it to seal off the end of a pipe or a valve. Think of it like putting a solid cap on something. Super useful for pressure testing or when you need to close off a line.
Okay, let's talk about waste disposal, a non-watertight receptacle in which raw sewage is discharged that seeps through the sides and the floor. What are we talking about here? A. Seepage pit. B. Septic tank. C. Cesspool. Or D. Catch basin.
And the correct answer is C, cesspool. The key word to zero in on is non-watertight. A septic tank, by contrast, is a sealed, watertight box where waste gets treated. A cesspool is basically just a pit that lets raw sewage seep right into the ground. Yeah, that's why you don't see them being built anymore.
Okay, last question for this part of the review. What do you call a drain that takes in both sanitary waste and stormwater? Is it A, sanitary drain, B, storm drain, C, combination drain, or D, all of the above?
The answer is C, combination drain. You'll find these a lot in older cities. Nowadays, the standard is to have separate systems for sanitary waste and stormwater. And for good reason, right? It keeps the sewage treatment plants from getting totally flooded every time there's a big storm.
2 down, 1 to go. You're doing great. Now for the final stretch. Section 3, codes and measurements. This is where things get really specific. These are the numbers and rules you just have to memorize. So stay focused. Let's finish strong.
All right, first question in the final section. Let's complete this code requirement. No cast iron pipe shall be, is it A, caulked, B, soldered, C, threaded, or D, welded?
The correct answer is C, threaded. And there's a very good reason for this rule. Cast iron is super strong, but it's also brittle. If you try to cut threads into it, you're just creating a weak spot where it's going to crack under stress. That's why we use other methods, like hub and spigot with lead and oakum, or no-hub couplings. Okay, time for a numbers question. What's the fixture unit for an air conditioning unit with a flow of 0.05 liters per second? Is it A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, or D, 4?
And the answer is A, 1. This is just one of those facts you've got to memorize for the exam, plain and simple. An AC unit with that flow rate is 1 fixture unit. Just lock that one away in your brain.
Next question. What is the maximum horizontal distance you can have between cleanouts? Is the answer A, 30 feet, B, 40 feet, C, 50 feet, or D, 60 feet?
The correct answer is C, 50 feet. And this rule is all about making life easier down the road. Why 50 feet? Because that ensures a standard drain cleaning machine can reach anywhere in the line from one of the cleanouts. It's all about access for maintenance.
All right, here we are, the final question. And this one is a critical safety code, so pay close attention. The bottom of all pipe trenches deeper than the footing of any adjacent building must be at least how many degrees? Is it A, 30, B, 45, C, 60, or D, 90 degrees?
And the correct answer is B, 45 degrees. This is all about protecting the building's foundation. You can't just dig a trench right next to a footing. This 45-degree rule makes sure you don't undermine the soil that's holding up the whole structure. It's based on something called the angle of repose of the soil, and it's a huge deal for structural safety.
Thank you for watching Reviewees and JCB viewers. Keep up the great work, keep practicing, and keep learning with us here at JCB EduBuild Solutions. We'll see you in the next reviewer session.
And as you head back to your books, just remember this quote: "The secret to getting ahead is getting started." And hey, you've already done that just by being here and putting in the effort today. So keep that momentum going. You've got this. Fantastic work, everyone.